Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Finding open areas. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Floats it out in space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The short hands, it's Graham. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try to pop the draw. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the point after is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
The Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. The handoff to Johnson. Sweet cut there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
That's caught. It's Hunter. Oh, he got loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field, and you saw that right there.
And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sayin. The quick out. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's loose on the right. And they finally finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble.
He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass hits complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Lewis. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets rid of it. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Caught behind the line. It's Porter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They want to throw it. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graham. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Trying to set up the screen. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he can't find the receiver, and down he goes.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Jones. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Graham. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead with the 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll give it to Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Phase 27 jump. Phase 27 jump.
To throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the red zone, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the 1st down. Over the clock and the time running, they got to make sure they get a conversion here.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense.
Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The handoff to Johnson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Great work to make the play in the backfield, and it puts them right back where they started this series. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's got him still on his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Miller. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job on the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Line getting set on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Sayin. They're working that left side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Finds his tight end. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate creating some distance there between him and the defense.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few